Welcome back to Richards. We're back. I am super excited. We've got a collaboration between Horus and Omnipollo Brewing, and it's called Feather Pluckin. All right, I am super pumped for this one. It's got an eagle hawk on it, or whatever these guys are called. I love it. It's so beautiful. Feather Pluckin is an imperial stout with blueberry, chocolate, coconut, pecans, and vanilla.
What? No coconut?
No coconut.
What a shock from Horus.
How much alcohol do you think is in? Something, please.
What is it called again?
Feather Pluckin is an imperial stout with blueberry, chocolate, coconut, pecans, and vanilla.
It's an imperial stout. It's 14.3.
This is a 12.4% beer.
Fuck you, Horus. I can never get you right.
He's always juking me out.
I can get everybody else right except for Horus.
I am super pumped about this beer. I'm always pumped for a Horus beer. I think that's just where I'm at in my life. I am always pumped to drink a new Horus beer.
Yeah, because you like to pay for the name.
Always.
I mean...
Don't act like Horus doesn't have good beers.
Don't get me wrong. I've never had a Horus beer that I hated, but I've never really had a Horus beer that I'm like, I wish that was something that I can get all the time, 24/7. Because could I do without his beers that I've already had? Yes, I could do without them. Could I do without a lot of the Bottle Logic beers? No, I cannot. But his beers are amazing. It's just, I think that you hype him up because you're paying for the name, I think.
Horus makes a great stout.
He does!
Imperial stouts, these are non-barrel-aged stouts. These imperial stouts go up there and compete with some of the best barrel-aged stouts I've ever had.
True, but I can get barrel-aged stouts like that tomorrow. And I am spoiled. I live 3 minutes down the street from Bottle Logic, 1.5 minutes down the street from Grain Cheek, which they don't do a lot of stouts, but they're a great brewery. It's just, I think that you hype Horus up because you're paying for the name.
Well, that's enough talking. Let's get to drinking. All right, it's time to open this beer. There's a bottle cap. Write Horus on it so you remember it's from Horus.
Yes, a black bottle cap for the collection. Thank you, Horus. I mean, you're getting so much revenue in not only memberships, but the inflated price of your beers. Maybe decorate your caps, Horus.
Just coming after you, Horus.
It doesn't even have to be different for every beer. It just has to be your Indian dude.
I'm gonna go to the nose.
If you don't want to do the Indian dude, one bird.
That smells different than other Horus beers we've had.
Oh wow, it does smell.
You know why?
Way.
The blueberry comes through big time.
Yeah. If I didn't know any better, I would say that this was a barrel-aged stout.
Imperial stout with blueberry, chocolate, coconut, pecans, and vanilla.
It's because, like...
It does have coconut in it, by the way. I don't know why you said it didn't have coconut.
You didn't say coconut!
It says coconut on it.
You didn't say coconut!
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't!
Imperial stout with blueberry, chocolate, coconut, pecans, and vanilla.
So why didn't you correct me when I said no coconut?
This is our 7th beer review of the day.
I think that, okay, like I said, if I didn't know any better, this would smell like a barrel-aged stout.
I do get alcohol in here.
Yeah, like the bite of something
A blueberry
sharp.
as well.
That's probably what it is, like...
Big blueberry and alcohol in this.
That's wild. Well, I mean, it's an imperial stout, so it's going to be
but
very
it's only 12.4.
alcoholic. Well, only 12.4.
That's the point we've come to. Only 12.4. Well, the last Horus beer we had was 14%.
This, I mean, now that I'm sipping it a little more, or sipping it, smelling it a little more nail polishy, removery.
I'm saying the alcohol comes through, but there is blueberry in there. It reminds me of the smell you get on Paisley Cave Complex a little bit.
Very nail polishy, removery.
Well, let's see if it tastes like nail polish remover.
I hope not. Blueberry. Oh my gosh, so much blueberry. I love it.
You love it.
It's so... This smells so alcoholic, but it tastes.
You don't taste the alcohol at all.
Yeah, so much blueberry. There's no alcohol here.
I love it.
I really love it too. I can't taste any kind of alcohol here.
Any other flavors you're pulling out from there?
No, just blueberry.
If you like blueberry, I think you'll really enjoy the stout. This is, once again, non-barrel aged. And Horus is able to get all these flavors that come out. Usually it takes a barrel-aged stout to have the flavors really pop, and I don't know why that is.
What do you mean all these flavors? It's just blueberry. Do you get more flavors?
Well, I meant like in other Horus stouts, like when I did the coconut one, etc.
But you don't get any other flavors from here?
I'm gonna try again. I feel like you're getting a lot more blueberry than I am.
Well, what are you getting?
I mean, it's like almost not syrupy is not even the right word. It's just
It is syrupy. It's thick and like
blueberry
syrupy.
That's really good. Is it feather plucking good though?
I don't get any. Let me see what else is on here.
Hazelnut, coconut, chocolate?
I don't get chocolate. I don't get coconut, pecans, or vanilla. I get all blueberry.
Blueberry is definitely the star in this stout, and that's honestly okay with me.
You keep doing that with Horus beers. Every other beer.
Love it.
Every other beer.
It just tastes so different and so good.
Listen, it's amazing. It's good. I love it. But if this was any other beer, you would say, "Oh, it promised too much, and it couldn't keep its promise."
You can't prove that in the court of
What?
law.
I have video proof. Friends, here they are.
There's never been an imperial stout this good though, that comes with this much blueberry.
But what about the pecans? What about the chocolate? What about the vanilla? What about the coconut?
They're just adding to the sweetness.
No, that's not right. And you would knock down points after points after points for any other beer. But you have such a soft spot for Horus. I don't understand. Like, he makes a great beer. Is he the best of the best? No. Time after time, Bottle Logic proves him wrong.
I mean, proves them wrong.
Well, okay, not proves him wrong, but proves that they're a better proves that they're a better brewery than he is. Does he have something good going for him? Yes. That's why he's such a vagabond brewer. He has his own recipes and he just goes around and he brews with other people. Okay. But
Yeah.
Bottle Logic doesn't need to do that. They make their own shit.
I mean, I see what you're saying. It's just, for me, this is just such a good imperial stout. It's not even barrel aged, and you get all that flavor. And so many people fail on blueberry. They don't give you enough blueberry, and this gives you all the blueberry.
I'm calling you out because a lot of the other beers that we've had before, you rate horribly because you can't find the flavors that they promised. And how come all of a sudden you're giving this such rave reviews if you can't find the flavors that he's promising you?
I don't know.
Because you're paying for the name.
I don't know what that means. I mean, obviously you're paying for the name with a brand like this.
Okay, yeah.
But
I shouldn't be saying you're paying for the name. Yes, of course you're paying for the name because you have to pay membership and the beer. But you're hyping this dude up. You're jacking him off because he's Horus. Like, okay, cool. He's Horus. He's just a human too.
I don't know, just because it tastes good. I mean, a lot of the beers where I say, like, oh, I can't find this flavor, that flavor, like, they taste mediocre. But, like, sure, I'm missing a few flavors in here that he promises in there. Like, coconut doesn't come through a lot, or hazelnut doesn't necessarily pour through a lot. But there's so much blueberry in here, and it tastes so good.
There's no hazelnut in here.
This one's not a hazelnut, boy?
It's a pecan.
Oh, pecan.
Pecan.
Pecan or pecan? There is no in between.
What did I say?
I don't know what the hell.
Pecan.
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 Yes, those are the two
I
options.
said pecan. What did I say?
I don't know.
I see that word and I say pecan. Okay, what are you gonna rate this?
I'm gonna give this a 4.75.
No, you can give it a 5 if you want to.
No, it's not a 5. I'm missing those flavors. I was never gonna give it a 5. It's a 4.75. It's close to perfect for me, but it just misses out on those flavors.
So would I be a hypocrite if I gave it a 5?
Are you about to give it a 5 right now?
I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
All right.
I really am missing those other flavors, which I would have really liked to taste.
You wanted a little bit of coconut. You missed your coconut.
I guess this is a great beer. It's even better warm after we've been yelling at each other for 20 minutes about it. This is a good beer. If you're a member, you gotta get it.
Well, it might be too late now, but yeah. Feather Pluckin, blueberry, chocolate, pecans, and vanilla.
Thank you.
Super good, but it's a blueberry bomb. Honestly, there's no vanilla, no pecans, no chocolate.
No, nothing like that. Nothing of the sort.
But I think this is a great example of a beer that comes together and melds into a concoction.
Yeah, I agree. I like it a lot. I do really like it a lot, and I'm sorry that I went on my soapbox about you loving Horus so much because, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, he makes great beers. Like, he does. But I think that when you see the name Horus, immediately you're thinking, oh, it's 4 and above.
Well, I certainly hope so. I mean, that's the thing. For the price you pay for the membership and for the beer, and it's a stout from Horus, which already has the name, you expect quality. And I think going into it with the mindset of this better be a good beer is, I mean, it's telling not only in them, because it better be good beer, because for the price, I mean, if this was a 2, I'd be pissed. I mean, I have not had a Horus beer yet where I'm like, oh, I regret buying this. You know, would I get some of them again? Maybe not. It doesn't mean they're not great beers, but none of them have I been like, this is a drain pour. I would never get this again.
I understand what you're saying because I believe you. Like, I trust what you're saying. It's just, I do think that you might be a little guilty with a lot of the beers too, like Pliny the Elder, Pliny the Younger. Like, oh, you said, oh, Mary, you're gonna love this beer. Like, you never said you have to like this beer, you have to give it this rating, but you said you're gonna love this, you're gonna love this, because I feel like they're hyped up. I feel like there's a lot of hype.
I don't think I ever told you you're gonna love it because I wanted to hold back on Pliny the Elder.
But you said we have a special beer tonight, and we're gonna review it, and you're gonna love it.
No! I mean, I do my best to hold back on those kind of reviews, but I mean, those are beers that have a name for a reason. And I think that Horus has a name for a reason. I mean, compare this Imperial Stout to something like Old Rasputin.
Or maybe even more Jesus.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about even more Jesus. I mean, I would much rather pay the price for something like this than a 4-pack of Old Rasputin or a can of even more Jesus.
I agree with that.
Like,
Maybe.
do some of the beers get hyped up? Of course. Is Horus overhyped or hyped? Yeah. I mean, how can you not feed into that sometimes when you want to find that holy grail of a beer? I mean, that's why we have some of these. We have them on the channel. Does it taste good? Yeah. Is it a perfect beer? No. That's why I give it a 4.75.
I just want you to be aware that out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients that it promised, you only got 1 of those ingredients. Just FYI in the future, so the next beer review that we do, and they promise 5 ingredients, you only get 1, you cannot give it a 2.
But the thing is,
give it a
who's
3.
to say we're not tasting other aspects of those flavors in this beer? Melded together to make this specific flavor.
Who is to say?
Who's to say?
Who is to say?
Have you had Horus beers? Are you a member? Have you tried anything by them? Let us know down in the comments below. What are your thoughts on them? Are they overhyped? Do you like them? Is it worth the price? Let us know. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world.
One sip at a time.